Have you noticed the more you explain, the less people seem to understand you? It feels like shouting into a void, each word swallowed by an indifferent silence. A profound sense of weariness settles in, not from the effort of speaking, but from the dawning, painful realization. You lay your thoughts out, carefully, piece by piece, like setting a delicate table for a guest who will never arrive. The exhaustion isn't physical, it's a soul-deep fatigue, born from the friction between your truth and their refusal to see it. It's the hollow ache that comes after you've bared a part of yourself, only to have it met with a vacant stare, or worse, a twisted interpretation. You start to question your own clarity, your own sanity. Did I not say it right? Was I not clear enough? The silence that follows your explanation is heavy, filled with the unspoken weight of misunderstanding. The truth is, it's not because you haven't explained clearly enough. It is often because they have no intention of understanding you in the first place. You can map out your entire inner world with the precision of a cartographer, charting every river of doubt and every mountain of hope, but it remains an alien landscape to those who have already decided where they stand. Their minds are closed territories, fortified against any perspective that might challenge their own. Your words become mere echoes against their walls, distorted and faint. Explaining to someone who doesn't want to understand is like trying to pour water into a cup that is already full of its own convictions. The effort is not just futile, it drains you, leaving you emptier than before you began. You offer a piece of your experience, a shard of your reality, and they hold it up to the light only to point out its flaws, its cracks, its imperfections, seeing nothing of the story it holds. There are people who listen to you not to understand, but to contradict you. Their engagement is not a bridge, but a battleground. Every word you offer is treated as a volley to be returned, a position to be dismantled. They are not seeking connection, they are seeking victory in a debate you never agreed to enter. They lie in wait, poised to dissect your sentences, to twist your meaning, to find the one loose thread they can pull until your entire narrative unravels. Listening for them is an act of ammunition gathering. You can feel the shift in the air when you speak to them, the subtle tension of an impending counter-argument. You are not sharing a part of yourself. You are presenting a case to a hostile prosecutor. The conversation becomes a performance of defense, a wearying exercise in fending off blows, rather than a shared moment of human exchange. The goal is not mutual comprehension, but the assertion of dominance. Your vulnerability is mistaken for weakness, your sincerity for naivete. There are people who ask not to know, but to control. Their questions are not born of genuine curiosity, but are tools of manipulation designed to corner you, to box you in, to steer you toward a conclusion they have already authored. Each inquiry is a carefully laid trap, a subtle test of your allegiance to their narrative. They don't want to hear your answer. They want you to provide the answer they expect. They probe and pry, not to learn about your world, but to find the levers that will allow them to influence it. Your personal story becomes a resource for them to mine, a means to an end. Sharing your feelings with them is like handing over a map of your weaknesses. They will study it, memorize it, and use it to navigate their own agenda, often at your expense. The intimacy you thought you were building was merely an illusion, a stage for their quiet, patient power play. And there are also people who have never been in your position, but always believe they have the right to judge you. They stand on the distant shore of their own untroubled experience and shout advice across the water to you who are struggling against the current. They have never walked a mile in your shoes, yet they feel eminently qualified to critique your gait, your pace, your direction. Their judgments are swift, clean, and unburdened by empathy. They offer simple solutions to complex sorrows, platitudes for profound pain. They cannot comprehend the weight you carry because they have never felt its strain on their own shoulders, yet they pass sentence with the casual authority of the uninformed. Their certainty is a monument to their own lack of imagination.
Explaining to such people doesn't make you any clearer, it only makes you more tired. Each attempt is another layer of psychic weight added to your shoulders. It is a slow erosion of the self, a chipping away at your own conviction. You begin to feel diluted, your own voice lost in the clamor of their misinterpretations and judgments. The energy you spend trying to build a bridge of understanding could have been used to fortify your own shores, to tend to your own inner landscape. The desire to be seen and understood is a fundamental human need, but when that need is consistently met with a wall of resistance, the pursuit becomes a form of self-harm. You are left depleted, questioning not just their capacity to understand, but the very validity of your own experience. The silence that follows is no longer just theirs, it begins to grow inside you. Those who understand you don't need you to say much. There is a quiet language that exists between kindred spirits, a communication that transcends the clumsiness of words. They see the landscape of your soul because it mirrors their own in some essential way. They can read the narrative in the pauses between your words, in the tone of your voice, in the weariness behind your eyes. With them, you don't need to build a case or defend your position. You simply need to exist. Your presence is enough. Your truth is felt, not just heard. It is a profound and quiet relief, like coming home after a long and arduous journey. In their company, you are not a puzzle to be solved or a problem to be fixed, but a story to be witnessed. The need for elaborate explanation dissolves, replaced by the simple, powerful comfort of being truly seen. Those who don't understand you, no matter how much you say, it's useless. You could speak for 1,000 years, using the most eloquent language, the most precise metaphors, and still your meaning would not land. The gap is not of language or intellect, but of willingness. It is a chasm of disposition. To them, your reality is a foreign tongue they have no desire to learn. Continuing to speak is like screaming into a hurricane, hoping your voice will carry. It will not. It will only be torn apart by the wind, leaving you raw and hoarse in the storm unchanged. The effort is a Sisyphean task, rolling the boulder of your truth up a hill, only to have it roll back down, not because of its weight, but because the hill itself is designed to reject it. Acknowledging this futility is not cynicism, it is an act of profound self-awareness and preservation. Adults learn this sooner or later. Silence is not defeat, but self-preservation. It is the conscious act of withdrawing your energy from a battle that cannot be won, a conversation that will not nourish. It is building a sanctuary for your own story, a quiet space where it can exist, whole and unjudged, without the need for external validation. Silence becomes a boundary, a quiet declaration that your inner world is not a public commons, open to anyone who wishes to trample through it. It is not an admission of being wrong, it is the realization that you no longer need to prove you are right. It is a dignified retreat from the noise, a return to the sovereignty of your own mind. It is the wisdom to know when your words are pearls and to refuse to cast them before those who will only trample them underfoot. Not everyone deserves to hear your story. It is a sacred text written in the ink of your own experience, your joys, your sorrows. It is not meant for casual consumption or critical review by just anyone. Its value is not determined by the number of people who understand it, but by the depth of its truth to you. Reserve it for the ones who know how to listen with their hearts, for the quiet nights when you can read it back to yourself, and for the few who recognize the familiar cadence of its lines. Those who see themselves in it naturally fall silent. It's just the truth for those who are ready.